Welcome everyone and thank you to this tutorial. Today we're going to be covering a few different things to introduce you to the Women in Standards website. I have the website up now, so you should be able to see it on your screen. What you can find above is our social media links. So if you'd like to follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, or email us, you're welcome to push any of these links and that will take you to the appropriate location. And of course, we'd love for you to subscribe to our newsletter and our e-news blast. Both come out monthly during different times of the month and provide unique information for the standardization community. Next up, if you'd like to join as a member, you would click this button and we'll go there in a second. We also have the login functionality if you are already a member. Our marketplace, in case you are looking to purchase registration for an event, sign up for a pro or our SDO or org member option. Donate. We certainly would appreciate any donations to the Women in Standards. It helps us do the important work that we're doing. And finally, the checkout and the cart functionalities. So a good couple of links at the top for your reference. And then across the medium top, we have our navigation channels with various drop downs available to you. So important things to keep in mind is our about is where you will find information about our board of directors, the history of the organization, our sponsors, and especially for those interested in sponsoring the organization, we do have a call for sponsors page that you can find here. Also, a quick link to our news page where you'll find press releases as well as links to our past newsletters and e-blasts. And finally, a contact page in case you'd like to reach out to us. Under Knowledge Center, you're going to find a lot of different links for education. So if you are looking to enhance your professional development, to take a class or to read an article, we have this all here for you as well. And I always like to highlight our inclusion and standards, which includes information on diversity, inclusion, equity. You'll find links to our inclusion and standards survey, which we conduct yearly, as well as some great additional information. And if you are new to standards and you're interested in learning more about becoming a standards volunteer, in our education section, you'll see right here, becoming a standards volunteer. We have two great videos for you that highlight what it is to become a standards volunteer, the work that's involved, and how to go about doing that. So some great information here for you. Now under our resources tab, again, a quick link to our news. And this is also the place where you're going to find our In the News service. So what we do is collect news from the standardization industry. We update this weekly and provide it to you. If you are a non-member and you'd like to get this information, we do have past issues available to you. Otherwise, our up-to-date weekly In the News feature is available to our pro and our SDO or org members. So something to keep in mind. We also maintain a list of all standards that we're aware of that are out for public comment. And so if you're not ready yet to join a standards development committee and you'd like to submit your feedback on a standard, you might be able to find it here. We have quite a few on the list and we're always finding new standards bodies to keep track of so that we can make that an easy thing for you to do. We also have our directory of standards developers. We're constantly adding new to this list, and so it will keep growing and growing. And certainly if you are a standards developer that's listening to this recording, reach out. If you sign up as a standards developer individual member, you can create your own directory listing, add photographs, add additional information. So a great way to reach out to the community and let them know that you're available to them. We do maintain what we call as our opportunities page. This not only lists any available jobs that are out there, and for those SEO and org members as well, you have the option to post a job and also track your own job board. So a great additional feature for you. For our individual members, you can go here to find opportunities to join standards committees. So we do post any calls for standards volunteers as well as employment opportunities. And finally, we have our events page. Not only do we track industry events within the standardization area, but we host our own virtual panels, workshops, and discussion items. So you can find a lot of different interesting events to participate in. And so if you click here, you can see a quick view of upcoming events as well as a quick link to our video library where you can get highlights to any of our past recordings. Now, if we move to the right, you're going to find our membership tab. Here, if you're any of these different industry groups, you can find out a little bit about what membership in Women in Standards does for you, the benefits to consider when signing up as a member. We also have our individual member resource page link here as well. This link is only available to registered members, so you'd need to log in first to be able to go to the page. But there are links and additional information for all of our membership types, including some virtual backgrounds that you can download and use, a library of video recordings, and some other stuff that's pretty fun. So something to visit once you're registered as a member and logged in. And if you are interested in finding about the different membership options to you, I've mentioned the individual, the pro, and our STO or org individual memberships. So if you click on this link, you can find out more about those different options. Communities involves our standing committees. Any members can form a standing committee, and we do have instructions on how you can do that. So a great option if you're looking to pull together some colleagues, you want to work on a project, you want to develop a virtual event, or you want to develop a white paper, or you want to have a conversation about an issue that's growing within the community, and our current committees don't fit, you can develop your scope and officially request to form a committee. Women in Standards does provide a chat forum to each committee that they can participate in. So a great additional feature that you and your colleagues can use to chat offline as part of that committee work and develop your end products and deliverables. So great options there. And it does have our link to our members only LinkedIn group. So if you are a member of the Women in Standards, you can click here and request to join. We'll just confirm that you are in fact a member and then welcome you in. We have a lot of good discussions in that forum. And finally, a little information about our programs. We do have our link, so if you'd like to volunteer to be a presenter or to write an article or something like that for the Women in Standards, we are always looking for expertise from the community, and this gives you a few options to do that. As well as if you're not sure what topics to cover, we do have a nice page that lists out a few ideas of topics that you could work on to contribute to the Women in Standards, so great help there. We also have our annual challenge, and the annual challenge is open to any member of the Women in Standards, and you compete for points, and at the end of the year, the top 3 winners with the highest points will win prizes. So a great fun addition for participating in the Women in Standards activities. So definitely check that out and sign up today to be a challenge participant. There are always opportunities for points in different levels, and so whenever you join throughout the year, there's certainly opportunities for you to jump to the top of the leaderboard and claim the top prize. Women in Standards does also have memorandums of understandings and agreements with other organizations. We're certainly always open to partnerships. And so periodically we will post some information about those programs here so that if you'd like to follow along or learn more, it's available to you. And finally, every year, the Women in Standards hosts an annual dinner. And so we've captured here the recap from last year, and we hope to continue to offer that information to the general public as well as our members. And so please check it out and look forward to next year's annual dinner. So that's the quick recap of how the website works. If you scroll down, you'll find some additional information. We do have some images from past virtual events to give you a good idea of the different events that we host here. And if you do click anywhere, it'll take you to our events page so you can see all of the great events that are coming up. Some quick links of recent posts from Women in Standards on our Twitter page. If you click any of these, it'll take you to our Twitter page so you can learn more. And finally, a big thanks to our sponsors who are included at the bottom of the website. These are our top level website and event sponsors. So thank you to them and appreciate all the support that we get from our membership and elsewhere. So take a look at the website, see what you can find and explore. And if you have any trouble at all, reach out to Women in Standards. We are here to assist.